In just 24 hours, 2 Hornet fighter jets went down, one in Malaysia, another in the United States. Once hailed as reliable and versatile, the Hornet is now showing troubling signs of age. From Kuantan to Virginia, the crashes expose shrinking fleets and rising risks. This is the story of a fighter at the edge of its service life. In a rare and troubling coincidence this week, 2 FA-18 fighter jets went down within just 24 hours. One in Malaysia, the other in the United States. Both incidents involved different versions of the Hornet, a fighter that has served multiple nations for decades, but is now showing signs of strain. On the night of August 21st, a Royal Malaysian Air Force FA-18D Hornet crashed during takeoff at Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Airport in Kuantan. The jet, a 2-seat variant delivered in the late 1990s, was preparing for a night sortie when the accident occurred. The Royal Malaysian Air Force confirmed that the aircraft suffered an emergency just after 9 p.m, forcing both pilots to eject. They survived and are currently undergoing treatment. Shortly after, videos appeared online showing flames erupting from the jet as it attempted to lift off. The Air Force responded quickly, urging citizens not to share unverified material and pledging a full investigation. Malaysia's Prime Minister, Anwar Ibrahim, called for what he described as a thorough probe into the crash, reflecting the seriousness of the incident. Earlier, a Finnish Force FA-18C Hornet fighter jet crashed near Rovaniemi Airport in northern Finland on May 7th while it was on a demonstration flight focused on aerobatic maneuvers. The aircraft crashed just 5 minutes after takeoff. The pilot successfully ejected from the aircraft. For Malaysia, the crash is particularly significant. The country operates just 8 F/A-18D Hornets, now reduced to 7. These aircraft form the backbone of its limited fighter fleet. The jets entered service in 1997 and have had a relatively clean safety record. Before this week, the last known mishap occurred in 2019, when one Hornet lost an engine shortly after takeoff during the Langkawi Airshow, but managed to land safely. The loss comes at a difficult time. Malaysia has already retired its MiG-29S and phased out its Hawk light attack aircraft. That has left the Air Force reliant on just 2 combat platforms, the remaining Hornets and 18 Russian-built Su-30 MKMs. Defense analysts note that these numbers are insufficient for a country expected to safeguard both Peninsula and East Malaysia. Just one day before the Malaysian crash, the US Navy confirmed that an FA-18 Super Hornet had gone down off the coast of Virginia during a routine training mission. The pilot ejected safely and was rescued, but the cause remains under investigation. In a statement, the US Navy said that the FA-18E was actively under tow in the hangar bay when the move crew lost control of the aircraft, adding that the aircraft and tow tractor were lost overboard. While the Hornet is sometimes described as a legacy aircraft, the Super Hornet is its modern successor, introduced in the late 1990s, and now the backbone of American carrier aviation. Unlike Malaysia's small fleet, the United States operates more than 400 of these jets. Yet, in the last 10 months alone, the Navy has lost several in a string of incidents, some in combat zones and others closer to home. Among the most striking cases was an episode in December 2024, when a Super Hornet was mistakenly shot down by the USS Gettysburg, a Navy cruiser. The fighter had been deployed to the Red Sea as part of operations against Yemen-based Houthi rebels. According to reporting by USNI News, an unidentified defense official said the mishap involved a failure of positive target identification, raising concerns about situational awareness in high-pressure combat environments.
The arrestment failed, causing the aircraft to go overboard. Both aviators safely ejected and were rescued by a helicopter assigned to Helicopter Sea Combat Squadron 11. The aviators were evaluated by medical personnel and assessed to have minor injuries. No flight deck personnel were injured.
Earlier, the US Navy had lost an FA-18D Hornet in a crash in August 2023. The two-seater aircraft, operated by Marine All-Weather Fighter Attack Squadron, crashed shortly after takeoff during a training flight as part of Service Level Training Exercise 5-23. The pilot was unfortunately killed in the accident. In early 2025, two more losses occurred. In one case, a Super Hornet went overboard while being towed on the deck of the USS Harry S. Truman, after the carrier made a sharp turn to evade missile fire. In another, a two-seat Super Hornet missed its carrier's arresting wire during a nighttime landing attempt, forcing both aviators to eject. Neither suffered serious injuries. The Navy also reported the crash of an A-18G Growler, an electronic warfare variant of the Super Hornet, in Washington State in late 2024, and another Growler accident in San Diego Bay in February 2025. Both incidents involved training flights. Taken together, these losses amount to more than $180 million in aircraft within months. The recent crashes of Malaysia's FA-18D Hornet and America's FA-18 Super Hornet highlight the mounting challenges facing a fighter once celebrated for its versatility and reliability. After decades of service, the Hornet family is showing signs of strain. For Malaysia, the problem is scarcity. With only 7 Hornets now left, every jet is indispensable. The Royal Malaysian Air Force has already warned of capability gaps following the retirement of its MiG-29S and Hawk light attack aircraft. Regional demands, especially in the South China Sea, make the situation more urgent. To bridge the gap, Kuala Lumpur is negotiating to acquire around 30 used but upgraded Hornets from Kuwait, though the deal has yet to be finalized. In the United States, the challenge is attrition. The Navy operates more than 400 Super Hornets, but in the last year alone, it has lost several in training accidents, carrier mishaps, and even friendly fire incidents. Despite these setbacks, Washington has ordered 17 new Block 3 Super Hornets worth $1.3 billion, with deliveries due in 2027. The planned 6th-generation FA-XX program, intended as a replacement, has slipped from the Navy's top priorities, meaning the Super Hornet will remain the fleet's backbone well into the 2030s. Both Malaysia and the US face different challenges, yet their Hornet fleets reflect a shared reality: a proven fighter nearing the edge of its service life.